it to Friday, everybody. Nice to have you with us here on the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. How you doing? Feeling warm? Feeling toasty? Holy moly. It's ridiculous outside. Feel the chill. I gotta tell you, I have plans at 11:30 this morning to have lunch on a patio. Will I, in fact, follow through with these plans? Unclear. 9 degrees at noon. We're going to jet into the teens at 4. It will be sunny. All of you who have been complaining, why can't we have sunshine? This is why. It is cold. We're going to get snow tomorrow, too. Looks like the snowstorm is trending south of the Twin Cities, so some of you will get nothing. In the Metro Twin Cities, the latest from Riley was around 4 inches is what they're looking at. It seems like it's going to be midday. So that's what we're expecting this weekend. We do want to talk about the winter weather today. We will have cold. We will have snow. There will be yoga. Anoka, what are you guys doing? Oh, breathe in. Breathe out. Take a deep cleansing breath. This group in Anoka County has been meeting twice a week on Crooked Lake for ice yoga. You've heard of hot yoga. That is so 2018. Ice yoga is where it's at. Everybody wearing full winter gear. All right, like maybe that slows down your downward dog. Most participants say their muscles warm up as the class progresses. But come on, don't we think these women are they just justifying their craziness? I bet it feels very cleansing, though. There's something about that super cool temperature. It was about the teens when we shot this yesterday around sunset. Beautiful video there, Jeff Wagner. Check out that story on WCCO.com if you get a chance. Here is another fun thing to check out this weekend, fun and or crazy. Look at Shayla Reeves just lounging in luxury on the ice throne. Shayla was out at Whiskey Inferno in Savage this morning. There she is with terrific bartender Relina Young. Shayla with the old fashions there. A bunch of ice bars are opening all around the Twin Cities this weekend. So this group with Tequila Butcher and Whiskey Inferno, all of those South suburban restaurants, they all will have ice bars. That's so cool, isn't it? Relina actually was like smoking a Manhattan. There's kind of a little well in the ice bar where you can put the drink in there and smoke it. So cool. The Free House, 3 Squares Maple Grove, Longfellow Grill, they're all getting ice bars. So I want to know if you're going to do it. You're going to go out to an ice bar? Are you ready to go outside when it's 12 degrees? Will you be out in the snow maybe tomorrow as that comes down? Let us know kind of your weekend plans in the chat, in the comments on the WCCO TV Facebook page. President Joe Biden says he is launching a war against COVID-19. First full day in office led to 10 executive orders being signed. One of those mandates the use of masks in airports and on planes, which they're already required on. Most airlines are requiring this, right? But he added trains and intercity buses. Another invokes the Defense Production Act to speed production and delivery of COVID test, vaccine, masks, other PPE for healthcare workers. President Biden also released a nearly 200-page plan to combat COVID. Lots of plans, lots of goals. We'll see if they're able to come through on it. Part of what we know about President Biden's COVID plan is that he set that goal to administer 100 million shots in 100 days. So you'll see Minnesota trying to deal with that. Basically, the state, though, raising its hand and saying, look, we need more shots. We want to do it. They opened 4 of its 9 COVID vaccine pilot sites this week. Day 1, they did about 2,400 people. But in order for that to grow exponentially, officials are going to have to figure out how to expand infrastructure and supply. Both require direction from the federal government.
Well, we continue to push for that and certainly have the demand for that from our people. We're busy building up the infrastructure in Minnesota so that we're ready to get out larger amounts of vaccine as soon as those come available to us.
Biden does plan to have 100 federal vaccination sites open by next month in large venues. And the city of Minneapolis says it is looking to turn its vaccination center, its convention center, into a vaccination center site. The reality is, though, we're seeing these pilot sites. We're going to perhaps see the convention center. The way this is going to get done is through your community doctors, through pharmacies in your hometowns. The infrastructure is already there. They give flu shots. They know how to do this. So the trick is figuring out, how do we get this vaccine to all of them? That's going to be the process. You heard it here first. So get excited about these little testing projects. But for this really to go, we know that these are little stopgap measures. The state is talking about testing again and saying, you know, if you're between the ages of 12 and 25, you should get tested, and maybe periodically get tested. If you're going back to school, in person, if you're taking part in extracurriculars. State's saying they're really trying to focus right now on this age group because there's concern that these kids are, you know, they're independent, they're out and about, they're in the community, and they may be spreading coronavirus. Younger ages often don't show symptoms, but that doesn't do you a lot of good if they hang out with grandma or grandpa. And so they want to make sure that we get tests and protect the progress Minnesota has made that has led to some of these restrictions being rolled back. After spending several days in the cold securing the Capitol, this is probably the outrageous story of the day. Members of the National Guard, who we had seen them sleeping in hallways and resting in open spaces, they were asked to leave that building, and they were sent to a parking garage. This video just kind of, I don't know. You know how you're going to react. They were outside the Capitol, and then they were sent into a parking garage. Several lawmakers, there it is. There's the video from the National Guard. You know, these soldiers are used to grabbing shut-eye wherever, but we asked them to go protect our Capitol. It just seems... National Guard spokesperson told CBS News this was temporary because Congress was back in session. Foot traffic was increasing as lawmakers got back to work. A lot of questions going to be asked as to who said, hey, we got to get all these people out of the hallways. You've probably heard of Little Free Libraries, but I love this winter twist. A Little Free Sled Library in La Crosse, Wisconsin. This is so smart. There's a group called Hike It Baby, and they donated some sleds that anybody can borrow and then return. I hope it encourages more kids to enjoy the outdoors. Not everybody has a sled. Not everybody has a garage or a storage space for it. This is a very good idea. American Airlines has a ton of unused wine because nobody's been in first class just sipping on whatever the fancy wine. I don't know. What kind of wine are they drinking in first class? I can tell you what they drink in the last row right next to the lavatory. That's where I usually sit. So now you can join the American Airlines flagship sellers. For $99 a month, they will send you 3 bottles of wine. They also plan to offer, like if you want just one, it'd be between $13 and $40. Why? Why would why would you want American Airlines leftover wine? Like, just go to the local wine store. Plus, like, how many drinks can you get out of the... Oh, it's a full-size bottle. It's not the little airplane? All right. Treat for fans of one of Netflix's most popular shows, at least right now. Are you watching Bridgerton? I know my wife is. It was up on the screen the other night when I was down in our basement. And let me tell you, Bridgerton, that is a TVMA.
In love and war.
Oh, goodness. What is the deal with all these kind of period dramas, just like nonstop sex? Is that what life was like in the early... I guess, what else did you have to do? What else was there to do? It's kind of like the pandemic. Everybody's bored. Shonda Rhimes produces this. She's brilliant. It's a Regency-era drama. 8 siblings of a well-to-do London family as they pursue love and lust. Julie Andrews narrates the show based on a book series. Season 2 will be back. It'll have the eldest brother Anthony's quest for what he perceives to be a suitable wife. Filming begins in the spring. Okay. I don't know. You guys tell me. Should I be watching this show? Gather the kids around. Let's watch Bridgerton. All right, back to today's talker. It's the cold weather. It's the weekend. It's my birthday weekends. Woo! Sunday. It is funny. Once you get into your 40s, you're just happy to make it another year. I don't need to be celebrated. I don't mind it, though. If people want to celebrate me, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not. And you can send your gifts to 90 South 11th Street, care of the WCCO TV newsroom. I mean, you get this thing for free. Do we want to show some stuff, or I'll just keep talking? Here we go. Here's Amanda. We're going to play some games as a family. I might take down the Christmas tree this weekend, maybe. It's January 22nd. Once you hit a month, I think it's done so. Bert says, are you nuts? I'd rather, first of all, Bert, yes. Second of all, I'd rather have that smoked drink in front of a nice fireplace indoors. I can relate to that. Bert, thank you. Becca says, too chilly for yoga, but maybe not too chilly for an ice bar. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to an ice bar tonight. But the one in Maple Grove's only open till 7. It's early. Joanne loves snow. Long snowy walk. It's been fun to see everybody kind of walking around the frozen lakes and enjoying that. I think that's a unique perspective that's pretty cool. Thanks, Joanne. Ron, good morning from, Ron. Good morning from Florida. High today, 73. Great weekend. Can you guys just picture the look on Ron's face when he typed that in? Just like, feeling good. Feeling good. I don't blame you, Ron. Have a terrific weekend. I'm taking Monday off to recover. Sunday's my birthday. At my age, you know, I don't want to subject you to whatever I look like at 4:30 in the morning on Monday. Heather Brown will be here with you. Thanks for watching us. Have a good weekend, everybody.